I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Dennis Kudla.
I'm Jesper de Jong.
I'm Henry Laaksen.
I am Francisco Cerundolo, and you are listening to the Game to Love podcast.
Last year,
Novak Djokovic has left Australia after losing his appeal against his visa cancellation.
He knew the conditions since a lot of months ago.
I was just following the rules. I came in with all the valid papers.
The volley! It's so good! He's done it! It's the miracle in Melbourne.
Novak Djokovic has been granted a visa allowing him to play in next year's Australian Open.
Fans who taunt Djokovic are on notice. Do so, and you'll be kicked out by security.
Carlos Alcaraz is out of the Australian Open.
I look at my ranking, it's giving me a lot of confidence, but on the other hand, I know that these are just the numbers. Anybody can win a Grand Slam right now.
Who is going to avoid Novak Djokovic? Daniel Medvedev's in the same court as Rafael Nadal.
It doesn't get much worse, I'm sorry.
Can Raducanu beat Coco Gauff in a second round bet?
Felix Auger-Aliassime will win the Australian Open. Iga Swiatek will win.
Aryna Sabalenka and Taylor Fritz. Yes, you heard it here first.
Novak Djokovic, clear winner for me. So my projected semi-finals for the women's: Zheng against Pegula and Garcia against Samsonova.
I see Novak Djokovic holding his 10th Australian Open trophy this year. I see Maria Sakkari winning her first Grand Slam title at the Australian Open.
The Nicholas Kyrgios Steven train is powering his way through to an Australian Open title win, and he's taken out Novak Djokovic on his way.
Welcome, tennis fans. How are you? It is Covey here to commentate for you. We got a great matchup here. Holger RUNE versus Humbert. And I think this is going to be a crazy match. I'm expecting a lot from the Dane here. He has just been on fire for the last few months, and he's looks to be carrying it over. He did lose in the first round in Adelaide. However, he's been rolling here at the Australian Open. So we're going to get into some predictions and stuff as well. And just wanted to check on a couple of... Oh, look at this. One second. Boom. There we go. We've got Ted Nervander with the most specific score prediction I've ever seen. He says RUNE over Humbert 5-7, 6-3, 6-4, 6-4 in 3 hours and 26 minutes. All right, that's very, very specific. And we thank you for that prediction. Hey, if you're just joining us, and you probably are because we just started, give us a like, give us a subscribe. Let us know where you're coming from, what's been going on, what matches you've been watching. Peter says, hey, Peter, how you doing, buddy? Good to have you in the stream, as always. Says, that's a pretty concise prediction, Ted. Ghost is also regular in the chats. Ghost of Girolitis. I'm from the future. RUNE wins this one easily. All right. Okay. I haven't made my prediction yet, but I'm going to. And then you'll know what I think. Although I think I kind of gave it away in the intro. Peter says, I'd like to go on the track with you. I don't know if they mean music or you want to like run around a sprinting track. And he says, but I agree, RUNE. And he goes, hi, Covey, around the clock. Yup, we are going nonstop. Shelly Sturm says, go RUNE. Runa. Okay, let's see here. And Mike says, what up, Vitus, Girolitis, Nostradamus? Woo! And then GSL, Gary St. Laurent, Covey. I'm match surfing tonight. Donna Vekic was money. I did watch some of that one. She totally dictated play. Great effort. Now Benches is outplaying Georgie. Georgie making her usual 101 errors. Yeah, I saw in the first 4 or 5 games she had 13 errors. I was just kind of looking at the stats on that one and saying Rublev looking good. I did catch a little bit of that one. It was just 3-3 in the first set as I was setting up here. But feel free to update us. We always love when you come on in and say hi. And thanks for the little updates there. So the players are warming up. I think it's time for some predictions. Please make your predictions. Who you think is going to win? How quickly or how longly it'll take. But don't do it until after this. Predictions. All right. What do we got? What do we got? So for my side, I'm going to go ahead and say, Holger RUNE is going to take it. Okay, it's tough. So RUNE has only lost 3 ATP Tour level matches of his last 24, and 2 of them were to lefties, and Humbert is a lefty. So I'm going to say he's been doing so well. I'm going to say RUNE in a long 4 sets. So I'm going to say he's going to win 4 sets, and it's going to be a tiebreak in the 4th set. That's what I'm going with. So who else you got? We got Mike says RUNE in 3 sets. Okay. I'd say that's a pretty solid call. Gary says, I'm trying to decide whether to fall asleep and wake again for Novak 3 a.m. start time for me. Yeah, the Novak, I haven't been able to watch much of his matches because they keep playing him or in the evening session there, which for me is like right when I'm kind of starting to go to bed, but after watching a whole bunch of matches. But I think I'm going to be able to. It's a weekend, and I'm all good. Got nothing to wake up for tomorrow other than some more tennis. Okay, Peter says, Rune in 4, but my brain is on Novak match. Yeah, I think a lot of people's are. Novak is not 100%, and Grigor is really playing pretty well. Better than I've seen him in, I'd say, the last 6 months to a year in terms of, just looks solid right now. So I think some craziness could happen. It's getting crazy upsetty over here in tennis land, as you can tell by yesterday's results. Okay, let's put the scoreboard up here. How does that scoreboard look, by the way? Oh, yeah, I cropped that perfectly, y'all. What's up? Okay, match is now officially underway with Humbert first serve into the net. So let's go. Hope you guys are in for a nice Friday night. Well, sorry, I guess it's Friday night for me, but it's Saturday in Australia. Backhand into the net from Rune. So the first point goes to the Frenchman. Let's see here. So Humbert is the 106th ranked player currently, 24 years old. We've got Rune is number 10, and he is 19 years old. He's actually 1 week or maybe even 6 days older than Carlos Alcaraz. So I believe his birthday is April 30th, is Rune's. And then Carlos is May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. Okay. All right, first serve here at 15 all is a long. Let's see here. Here we go. We got a squash style forehand from Rune that goes long on the defense there. So we've got Mike says Rune beat 5 top 10 ranked players in Paris, only losing 1 set to Djokovic. That has never been done in tennis history by a player entering tournament as unseeded player. In the AO, he still has not lost a set. Yeah, he is. I'm saying this sincerely. I wouldn't be surprised if he won the tournament. I'm not saying he's going to, but I think people are overlooking him because he hasn't had the pathway hasn't been spectacular in terms of marquee matchups. He's just taking care of business. He did take care of Cressy in straight sets. And Cressy's a really big, I don't even think they went to a tiebreak. And Cressy's like, Isner when it comes to like pretty much guaranteed tiebreak. Humbert serve out wide and return is wide as well. So that's 40-30 now for the Frenchman. Pretty good service game from Humbert. Here we go. Nice return from the wide serve. And Humbert +1. Easy put away for cross court. So 1-love for the Frenchman. We got our first hold. The compliment king. Evening dawning. Strange now not seeing Covey in his corner. Cheers. Well, I'm in the same corner. It's just that this side right here, that's it's, what is it now? 6:45 p.m. So it's evening. When I do Covey's corner, it's in the morning. So it feels like I'm in like a breakfast nook or something. Okay. The win predictor here on the screen is saying 81% for Holger Rune, 19 for Humbert. Yeah, so here we go. Let's see what else we got. Mike again saying, here are so young. 12 months ago, he was outside top 100, but since then improved his skills and rank. Yeah, he pretty much did what Carlos Alcaraz did, but like in the second half of the year. I mean, obviously Alcaraz went number 1, and that was pretty spectacular. But I mean, taking out big players, Tsitsipas, but taking out Djokovic. I mean, that last game, that I think it was like a 15-minute game or something, where he beat Djokovic, and he saved 6 break points against like Djokovic in a final of a thousands master. You know, that's pretty impressive stuff. So, yeah. 100% Novak takes out Holger on Rod Laver, but that's not the reality at the moment. I mean, I'd say if Novak's fully healthy, then yeah, I'm giving I'm putting my money on Novak for sure in a 5-setter on Rod Laver, no doubt. But that's not the case right now. Novak, that hamstring, unfortunate, and hopefully he has time to recover. You know, we only have a little bit of time between it. You know, depending on how severe it is, it might not have enough or whatnot, but hopefully he'll be fine. I'm playing Grigor tonight. All right, here's Rune on his serve, 15 all. We got to rally Rune into the net. So it doesn't look like Humbert definitely is looking like a little snappier of the two, but still early. Still early. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Rune serving 15-30. Serve is nice out wide. Humbert into the net. 30 all here. So Ostapenko. That was yesterday's score showing up on our scoreboards here. Let's check out some out of town stuff. Let's see. Out of town, not out of town, out of onto the other courts. So we got, here we go. We got Andrei Rublev is up 1 set, and they're on serve in the second against Dan Evans. We got Humbert and Rune. That's pretty much all we got for the men's right now. We got Georgie versus Bencic. Bencic is up 1 set and a break in the second set. As Rune off the net cord, and it does not go over. So, quick break point here for Hugo Humbert. Yeah. Humbert is interesting. I mean, physiques-wise, these guys are like opposite. Humbert is like skinny and lanky and tall. Rune also is, you know, he's a pretty solidly built guy, especially his like kind of torso to his knees. He's got a little more weight to him. But Humbert, yeah, nice and lanky. He's got whippy arms. Nice serve there to get out of trouble. Serve up the tee that Humbert could not handle. So nice job there, saving first break point he's seen. Okay. Here we go. We got Rune up the line. Humbert and chops that into the net. So advantage Rune, as his coach Patrick Moratoglu and his mother are watching on from his box. Let's see. Mike said Djoko played well in Paris, but Rune still beat him. Even Djoko praised Rune after that match and recognized he were beaten fair and square. And then Gary says, Mike, I agree, but that wasn't Laver and it wasn't best 5. Exactly. We'll see though. I mean, I would have said last year it would be absolutely impossible for Rune to beat Djokovic in a 5-set match. Now it's not impossible, but it's unlikely if, like I said, they're all healthy. Peter says, hate the polo gear. Ooh, that was just out. Hate the polo gear on umpire, etc. Walking billboards. Yeah, it is definitely. I mean, I have noticed it. Until you said it, I hadn't kind of thought about it much. But when I look at it, it is kind of. Yeah, I mean that's what it's all about, right? They got to get their names out there, advertise. As long as we get to watch tennis, I'm happy. All right, nice rally here. Backhand from Rune. Now slice from Humbert. Rune's at the net. A nice volley. Humbert tries to lob him, but Nope, that's long. So good rally. And it looks like Rune is making his way into this match. A little more snappy there. Yeah, he comes up, nice backhand volley. Humbert hits another tries to pass him, and then on the second volley, Humbert came up and tried to lob it. No dice. So here we are. And here's Rune. Yeah, there you go. Game 4, Holger RUNE as Humbert goes long on the return. All right. So Mike in the end is saying Rune in an out 1 meter 90. Oh, you're talking about, sorry, I thought you were talking about how long it's gonna take. You're talking about his height. Yeah, he's a tall guy. Peter says, agree, any girl can win what? Now same on the men's side too. Grand Slam, I think you're trying to say there. And Filippo Almeida says, show us the match, please. We actually don't show the match here, my friend. We just commentate on it live. So we're just kind of letting you know what's going on audio styles. Yeah. All right, here's Rune with a forehand lob. Humbert just kind of overhead dabs it back and into the mid-court, and then Rune just pulverizes that forehand winner. So now Rune's got a love 30 advantage on the Humbert serve. And yeah, great footwork. As soon as he saw Humbert, the overhead wasn't a slam. It was just like a little dink back. So as soon as he saw that, he started racing up, and so cut the ball high and in the mid-court. Smart play. Those are the things that show you that he's in form. He's so sharp, right? Like as soon as someone does this, he makes the exact right move and just boom, goes up. All right, he's Humbert. First serve into the net. And serve is returned up the middle. Forehand, Rune. Backhand, Humbert. Oh, and that's long. So, triple break point for Holger RUNE. Yeah. Wow, my girls Belinda and Donna V are both in form. It will not be easy taking them out. Beware all top-seeded ladies. Been warned. You have been warned. I wonder who's... Yeah, I mean, it's everyone's kind of hot right now, you know, start of the year. So most people that are this deep are pretty much on like almost undefeated streaks to start the year. So who's going to crack? All right, here's Holger with a backhand. Humbert backhand. Holger with a backhand slice. Humbert with a backhand. Holger another backhand slice. Humbert with the backhand. Now forehand Rune. And that goes long there from Humbert. So it's 2-1, and we have our first break of the match. Let's get that button for you all here. There it is. Holger RUNE and what is Humbert? Oh, I thought Humbert was leaving the court or something. He's just going to get some towels from the little cooler there. I think Holger deserves a button because he's really stepped it up in the last, I'd say about 10 points. Let's go. She won't take your breath away. Okay, now I know what you're talking about, Peter. I get what you're... Thanks for the clarification. Okay, we got... Let's see. Callum Coyle says, I've got a bet on Andy, Novak, and Rune. What do you think of, mate? I think... So is it a parlay where you... Obviously, if you got a parlay, I mean... Novak's the one where I'm just a little one... Like, if he's not 100%, there's not that many players that I'm super worried of. But Dimitrov, when he's playing like this, I kind of a little bit worried. Because he's a good mover. And if he can make Djokovic move. So, I don't know. I think that might be tough if it's a parlay. But if you just put individually on those three, I think those are pretty solid bets. Like, you're probably going to make a little in the end, depending on how much you put up. Wild shanky forehand from Humbert. So we're going to hit this button. $15 love for Holger Rune. Oh, skiing front back. Hi, Covey, Peter, Gary, and all chat. Hey, skiing, how you doing? Hey, I don't know if you caught it at the end of Covey's Corner, but if you'd like a button today, let me know. And thank you for the donation earlier, the tip. I really appreciate that. It was my very first one, and I was so grateful and so excited to get it. And that reminds me, anyone else, feel free to hit like, subscribe. If you want a button, you can throw a little tip on there, and I can play any button you'd like. Yeah, so there you go. Now Holger seems to be cruising here. 30 love on, he's serving up a break. Although that +1 was very long. Wasn't shank, it was like borderline shank, but yeah. All right. Mike says, Rune's strength, in my opinion, are his ability to vary his offensive answers. He got winners on loop and spinning stop balls in last 5 matches I have seen. Yeah, he does have a lot of rotation for sure. He's got a lot of whip on that forehand. His backhand is, even Novak said it. He'd say that his backhand is better than Carlos's, but Carlos's forehand is maybe a little better than Holger Rune's. I'm excited for those guys to have some battles, and Sinner as well. Sinner and Rune would be a nice one. Oh, a nice forehand up the line winner from Humbert. So brings it back to 30 all. Good effort from the Frenchman. Goes inside out forehand from Rune, and then a backhand cross court from Rune, and Humbert, the lefty, goes up the line. Beautiful. All right, here's Holger with the. We'll go over the kits in a little second here as well. Nice serve out wide, and then +1 cross court from Rune, which Humbert dumps into the net. 40-30 game point. So Rune is wearing a yellow, like a light yellow shirt, Nike, and then he's got the blue. Well, it's like kind of turquoisey blue backwards Nike's hat. Then he's got, let's see, got white Nike shoes, black swoosh, white socks. And we got a backhand cross court Rune, forehand Humbert, forehand slice Rune, forehand Humbert, forehand slice Rune, forehand Humbert, backhand at Humbert, who's at the net, a lob over Humbert. He barely gets it back while jumping backwards, and then Rune tries to pass him on the forehand with a screamer, but it was about 2 inches wide. So Humbert came to the net, and then Rune lobbed him, but so he kind of jumped backwards and just barely got it back. And then Rune had a chance for like a screamer. Man, if he got that, it would have been one of the shots of the week for sure. All right, so what else we got on the kit situation? Yeah, he's got those same turquoise colored wristbands, and then we've got white and turquoise patterned shorts. And an easy put away at the net for Holger Rune to take the advantage. Not the cleanest match from both players. We got 3 winners for Rune with 6 unforced errors. Humbert, 2 winners, 7 unforced. Okay. Here we are. Holger Rune serving at the advantage. Up the tee is wide. So second serve coming up. And serve is out wide. And the return is long. So game Rune, and he remains up, and he consolidates that break that he got. All right. Peter says readjustment Rune in 3. I know. I think I'm reconsidering mine too. But hey, Humbert is a formidable opponent. It's not. Yeah, I think Rune is might be quicker than 4. I put it on a 3-way bet. Okay. So, yeah, I'm honestly not too sure, my friend, about the whole. I guess it depends on the odds and all that stuff. But a parlay is like you have to win all 3 or you don't win any. I'm not sure if that's the same thing or if you call it something different where you are, Callum. And GSL, Gary Saint Laurent, Belinda is playing well enough to give Holger a go. Yeah, well, is that one over now? No, it is. Bencic is serving at 4-3. She's up a break in the second set, and she won the first set. Okay. All right, Humbert serving at love 15. Second serve is up. Return is good. There we go. Backhand, forehand, Rune. Backhand, Humbert. And he clipped the very back of the baseline where it meets with the sideline. Wonderful shot, painting the lines there. They show the close call. Yeah. It looks like more of the ball was out than in. Oh, no, it was about 50-50. But right at where the baseline intersects. Yeah, that was a nice shot. Nicely done. Mike says, yes, Alcaraz and Rune gives hope for good battles even when the big 3 fades away by age. Skiing front back, Gary, I give you my button. Oh, for real? All right. If you want, I'll allow it. So, yeah, Gary, if you would like Skiing's button, you let me know. So far, no one has used the button. So it's still available. So, Gary, let me know what you'd like to have. Hey, Mathis, hey, thanks for joining us. We don't actually show the match here. We just commentate and we kind of let you know what's going on. We can't, due to copyright infringement stuff, play the match. So sorry about that, my friend. You'll have to go to a local provider or find another spot on the internet. Okay, all right. Here we go. Holger Rune. No, not Holger Rune. Ugo Humbert serving at 40-15. And Holger Rune tried to rip that for a winner, but that goes into the net. So here we go. Humbert holds, and it's now 3-2 for Holger Rune. A little changeover action. Let's see. All right. All right, so let's see, look up some numbers. Actually, you know what? Let's look up this. Bencic is still up a set and a break against Georgie. Volinets is down 1 set to Zhang of China. And they're on serve there in the second set. Linda Fravirtova faces Vondrousova. That's going to be an awesome match. I really hope that I'm able to watch both of these next women's matches. We got Sabalenka and Mertens as well. So yeah, I'm really, really excited. There's going to be some good tennis all night. Friday night here in Vancouver, Saturday night or Saturday day in Australia, and Saturday morning, early morning in Europe. Let's go. Let's go. All right, let me see what else we got. Rublev is up 2 sets now on Dan Evans. Ooh, all right. So yeah, it looks like Rublev is looking pretty good for a round of 16. And we've got coming up tonight as well in a little bit. It says 7:30. We've got Bonzi versus De Minaur. We've got JJ Wolf versus Michael Mo there. And we've got Tommy Paul versus Jensen Brooksby as Rune comes back and is serving here at 3-2 up a break. Second serve is good. No, a good return is wide by about 1 inch. Man, 178-kilometer second serve. So let's say 180. That's pretty good, man. Rune is consistently hitting at that speed. It's tough, man. Tough to face that on a second serve. First serve is long, and the ball goes off the umpire's floating orb thing that they have at the Australian Open. Second serve is a nice one. Now, forehand, Rune chopped back Humbert, but into the net. So, 30 love real quick here for Holger Rune. Okay, so now Gary, skiing, very generous of you. How about Maddie Keys, Covey? She can get inside your heads. You got it. After this game, I will throw on the Maddie Keys button. How generous, skiing. How generous of you. Thank you. Let me get this thing loaded up. I hope it's in here. Better be in here after all that. I'm sure. Yeah, we got keys. 40 love here for Humbert, for Rune over Humbert. And let's see if we're going to get this key. The keys button. All right, first serve into the net. 40 love, game point for Holger Rune. Second serve, good. Into the net on the return from Humbert. So we have a game to love, finally. And this is for Gary via skiing.
Madison Keys, she living in your head rent free. Got the best game that mice will see, telling me we're living in your head rent free. Madison Keys, living in your head rent free.
She's living in your head rent free. Yeah, that's a sick button too. It's got that hip hop, got that little double time action. Sweetness. All right. All right, here's Humbert serving at 15 love. Now, hey, let's check out what we are at for likes. The goal for me personally. Oh, there we go. 25. There we are. We're at 25 likes. The goal is to get 100. I've never hit 100 on a solo stream. So please give us a like, give us a subscribe if you're feeling it. We appreciate it. How many people we got? We got 39 watching. Come say hi if you haven't yet. Let me know where you're from. Callum is saying, I think if Rune wins, I got a good chance because Murray should win and Djokovic should win. Yeah. Hey, let's see what happens. I wish you luck, my friend. It's not a bad bet. All right, here's Rune with a defensive chop forehand that goes long, and then he looks up to his coach in his box and says, what the heck's going on? So Humbert now up 30-15, but he's down a break at serving at 2-4. Somewhat simpler. Okay, here we go. Served by Humbert into the net. Second serve coming up. Rune return up the middle. Now we got a forehand. Humbert backhand slice. No, yeah, backhand slice from Rune is wide. He cut it just a little too much, and it kind of bananaed out. Mike says, Denmark in the house. Gary, Georgi Bencic turning into a heavyweight fight. They're just bashing the ball at each other. Oh, man, I wish I could see that. Well, you know what? I just got ESPN Plus. So I wonder, they must replay. And if that's the case, then that's going to be really fun for me. Because then I'll be able to watch every single match. All right, Humbert now 40-30. Giving these stats on the court here, it says ground strokes on the rise. Humbert is hitting 40%. Holger is hitting 51%. So likes hitting the ball on the way up. Okay. Serve is good. And return is good. But then Humbert's backhand sails long. So we're at deuce now here at 2-4. Yeah. Okay. First serve from Humbert here at deuce into the net. Here's the second serve. Nice service in the middle. Up the tee there. And we got a backhand from Rune. Forehand Humbert. Backhand slice Rune. Forehand into the net from Humbert. So another break point now. He's let's see, we got 1 for 2 here is Rune on break points. So okay. For a double break here. Nice return from the wide serve. Lands on the baseline. Now Rune with a forehand up the line. Backhand into the net by Humbert. And there you have it. Another break. So a 5-2 lead for Holger in the first set. Yeah, so Holger RUNE is yeah, he's killing it right now. He is definitely the better player. He's a more aggressive player. A lot of his returns as well. He's good at like the block return that lobs and comes back, kind of like what Roger used to do to Andy Roddick. Remember, Roddick would just serve 148 miles an hour or whatever, 130 something, and Roger would just block it back, and everyone would be like, "Hey, how did you even practice that?" Because it's like no one in the world who can do that. And how do you practice on that? And secondly, he just was so good at chipping it back lob, but it would land within, pretty close to the baseline. So it just reset the point right off the bat. And that's kind of what Rune's doing here. Pretty good strategy as well, I would say. And just a good skill to have. So when you're playing really big servers, like he did against Cressy in the last match, blocks it back, but it's got a lob, but it lands in. And so it just kind of like, if you do it really quick, if you try to rip it back when a big server is ripping it at you, it's just harder to get the ball back in, obviously, right? So yeah, there you have it. A little bit of tennis talk. Let's see. Mike has a comment here saying AO sold out the right to AO to a TV station. No one have access here in Denmark, and I refuse to pay for singles matches. I paid for largest TV package and not The one channel shows the match. Ah, that's a bummer, man. Well, thanks for joining us. Hope we can make it fun for you if you can't watch the match. But that is a bummer, especially if you're in Denmark. I feel like they should try to get him. I mean, he's the highest ranked male player in their history. All right, so first point goes to Humbert on the Rune serve, serving here at 5-2 for the set. Here's Rune. First serve, just long. And we'll get into the Humbert kit in a little second here as well. All right, serve is good. Return up the middle, and then Rune's forehand into the net. So, love 30 here. Little opening for Humbert. Will he capitalize? Stay tuned, and you'll find out. All right, Rune at love 30. Serve up the tee is long. Oh, that one looked pretty close, though. All right, second serve is good. Now, forehand, Rune, backhand, Humbert, forehand, Rune up the middle, backhand, Humbert up the middle, forehand, Rune up the middle, forehand, Humbert, forehand, Rune, forehand, Humbert, forehand, Rune up the line, and a chop forehand from Humbert, and then a mid-court, an easy shot for Rune there, and he dumps that into the net. A little weird backhand. There's like a forehanded chip slice from Humbert, and then so Rune came up and backhand sliced it, but he just didn't get enough on it. I think he should have. I feel like it would have been a better shot to go for the drop there rather than the outright, like, offensive slice. Anyways, triple break point here for Humbert. Second serve now for Rune. Serve is good. Return up the middle now. Backhand slice from Rune. Backhand Humbert. Forehand Rune. Backhand volley into the open court from Humbert. So he pushed Holger Rune out and then came in and volleyed. Cut off the ball at the net there and volleyed into the empty court. So there you go. Break at a game to love for the Frenchman. And it's time to play the Hugo Humbert button. There you go. That's the button there. So Humbert now 15 love here on his serve. Okay. Oh, Mike, you're in Copenhagen. Nice. Well, hello. Hello to Copenhagen. That's really sweet. Peter says, nice. Mike was there in May. Oh, that's pretty sweet. Huh. Says, hope you enjoyed our city. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Humbert now getting a little bit of a groove when he was down 2-5. Now he's within a point of there it is, 5-4. Ace up the line. So another game to love. That was a super fast one. Let's go here. And a consolidation. So Holger Rune was up to 2 breaks though. So now he still has the first set on his racket, serving for the set. So yeah, let's see. He will take your breath away, Holger Rune. So it looks like Rublev is cruising here. He's up 2 sets on Dan Evans, and he's up 3-love now in the third set. And yeah, he looks like he's cruising along. So the workhorse, Dan Evans, looks like he will most likely be making his exit from this tournament, the 2023 Australian Open. Bonzi de Minaur coming up real soon. So is Wolf and Mo. So is Brooksby and Tommy Paul. So is Novak. So is Andy Murray. We got Novak versus Dimitrov. We got Murray versus Batista Agut. We've got Popperin versus Ben Shelton. So that's the rest of the men's lineup for tonight. And then on the women's side, we also have Laura Sigmund versus Caroline Garcia as a later match, as well as Magda Linette versus Ekaterina Alexandrova, the 19th seed in the tournament. All right, here we go. Holger now trying to serve out the set. We got a forehand from Rune across court. Humbert backhand lob, defensive, and that goes long. So 15-love for the Dane, the Great Dane. Great question from Mike. Says, what countries are the rest of the chat coming from? So I'm coming from Vancouver, which is in Canada. And I know Gary's in the States. Well, you know what? I'll let everyone else answer. Why can't watching tennis be as easy as watching football? Man, honestly, ever since I started doing the streaming stuff in November, I didn't realize how much of a pain in the butt it is. And to get good streams and to get ones that won't cut out on you or that are on time. And yeah, it's really, really crazy. I'm not sure. That's a great question. All right, here's Rune. Wrong foot's Humbert, but he still gets a little dink back, which bounces over the net barely, and then Rune smashes it. So 30-love, and now he's 2 points away from the first set. Peter says he's from Greenpoint, Brooklyn, USA. There you go. There you go. Land of the free, home of the brave, the United States. I've spent 7 years of my life there and had a great time. 5 in Arizona and 2 in Washington State. Okay, here's Rune. Serve is out wide. Return is good up the middle. And forehand from Rune is into the net. Mike says, nice. Our new land-fast neighbors in Canada. A good deal for the Kingdom of Denmark and Canada. Not so much for the Putin. LOL. New land-fast. I'm not actually sure what that is. I'll have to maybe look that up. All right, Rune with a great serve and a nice return by Humbert. And then Humbert topspin forehand goes long in the end. So now we got 2 set points from Holger Rune. Holger Rune, 2 set points. So Rune, second time trying to serve out the set. Quitting himself a little bit better this time. Nice. Nope. Oh, yeah. Serve. Oh, I thought it was. Serve is out wide and it was returned long, but I thought it was. I thought the serve was actually wide because someone made a sound right as it landed. Weird. Anyways, Humbert shoots that long. So we have Holger taking that first game.
She don't take your breath away. She don't take your breath away. Better not get in its way. She don't take your breath away.
There you go. He gonna take your breath away. All right, guys, I'm gonna play a quick word from our sponsor. Have a listen and enjoy. I'll see you in a couple minutes.
This stream is sponsored by Fantium, a cutting-edge platform that allows you to invest in top-performing athletes.
Already, there are 2 amazing players on the platform. You could invest in Dominic Thiem or Alexander Bublik, with more to come on the Fantium platform.
Yeah, so how does it work? Well, fans purchase a percentage share of future prize money or career earnings directly from the athletes in the form of tokens and get to participate in the athletes' real earnings. So that means when athletes win big, you win big too.
But that's not all. Fans become a part of the athletes' inner community, unlocking perks, experiences, VIP access to the Grand Slam tournaments, private calls with the athlete, video-based coaching, and hand-signed rackets and many more awesome perks. So JG, how can I get a percentage of Thiem and Bublik's season's earnings?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Ben, because it's very, very simple. All you need to do is head over to fantium.com. You sign in with your socials, e.g. a Google account, you fill in your personal information, you easily top up your wallet with your credit card or debit card, and then you choose which player you want to invest in. It's really as simple as that. You do not need to have NFT experience. All you need is to know how to use a phone or computer.
Make sure if you want to get involved, go over and follow them on Twitter, join their Discord. This is the way you'll find out all of the new athletes that are going to be announced on Fantium.
If this sounds interesting to you, make sure hit the link pinned in the live chat or the link in the description below.
Yes, there you have it, the Fantium experience. Yeah, have a look. Check out their website if you want to support. I think in the future, there's going to be more and more players that get involved in this stuff, so it'll be pretty fun. So here we go. Humbert's serving here. He's already at 15 all, and Holger RUNE is lying on the ground. Just going to turn up. Oh, yeah, the right ankle. Oh, no. So he was running. Yeah, he hit a forehand, and then he landed on his right ankle. However, he didn't put his whole body weight on it. So basically his toe, this is the ground, his toe caught the ground, and he was about to roll his ankle, but then he kind of did this, so he kind of pushed off, so his leg wasn't continuing to roll. He kind of just so basically what he did was as it was about to roll, he tumbled in a way that it didn't snap the tendons or anything. So he's now taken a little. I'm just gonna put the volume up from this feed. I just want to hear what they're saying so I can deliver you more accurate information. Also checking out his wrist. So maybe his wrist. So so he dropped his racket. He was falling to his right. He's right-handed. He dropped his racket. So I think maybe he broke his fall with the right hand there. And so they're doing a little check on that. I'm surprised they're not looking at the ankle, to be honest, because you could watching the replay. Okay, here's another replay. So he's running to his right. He hits the forehand. And as he's actually, that was really, really smart of him to not how he didn't land on his ankle. Really smart. So his racket flew, and then his right hand hits the ground. It didn't look like it hit the ground that bad. So, and then it might be a little hip action in there too, because when you're falling to your right, you break it with your wrist, your hip, and his ankle. This guy's a big guy. Oh my God, he'd already taped his ankle before the match, I guess, just for support. And there's so much caked on tape residue. It's crazy. So medical timeout here. 15 all. Hugo Humbert is serving the first game of the second set. Holger RUNE took the first set 6-4. Gosh. So now they're spraying his ankle with like that athlete spray stuff. I think maybe to cool it down. So it's official medical timeout from the umpire, although I'd say it was pretty obvious that it was. Oh, okay. So it's an official 3-minute one after the initial period. Oh, back to where we're from. Gary has a response. Says from Palm Coast, Florida, near Jacksonville, home of the Jaguars. Humbert now is going off court. I wonder if he's using the bathroom or just. It doesn't look like he's got any issue. I just wonder if he's trying to get out of the heat. I don't think you can do that, though, if that's all you wanted to do. All right, they're taping up. They do. Yeah, so they put this soft layer of non-stick stuff, and they wrapped his ankle, and then they put tape around it, so that way the tape doesn't stick to his actual foot. Mike is saying Canada and Denmark are now land-fast neighbors by the border deal we agreed upon. We now share an island called Hans Island between Greenland and Canada. Greenland are part of Kingdom of Canada. Oh, yes, I have heard of this. Very cool. Very cool. That was first set. Gary Saint Laurent. Seen many Americans complain like I also think AO sold rights to wrong stations in many nations. Yeah, it's just weird. It's a bummer. Either way, you got to pay the man. That's just how it goes. You got to pay the man. The man needs its money so that they can bring us this stuff. Holger RUNE now. He doesn't look like he's panicked or like. He doesn't look like his face doesn't look like, oh crap, I'm gonna have to leave the tournament. Not at all. He looks like he'll be fine. He might not be totally 100%, but I think he's gonna be okay. So right as he hits the ball with his forehand, and he goes. So his body naturally lifts up into the air, and so as he's about to land, his toe catches and kind of starts to twist, but he falls into it before it could put any pressure on it. So it was a smart move. But now they're also checking out his wrist to see if there's any issue there, because it is his racket holding right wrist there. Who is injured? Who are you talking about? I'm talking about RUNE, the Danish kid who's who won the first set. He rolled his ankle, and I think he'll be fine. Mike is asking, do you think it looks so bad that you question he'll play on? No, I think he'll play. Like I said, he doesn't have that look on his face that he's scared it's not gonna. He's putting his shoes back on. He's ready. He's a young buck. He took a little bit of a lumping, but he'll be fine. And he's doing some testing. He's pushing his heel down hard. Okay, let's see what happens. Time is up for the medical timeout. RUNE is back on his feet. His ankle is taped up. Where's his racket? He's just running. He's testing his ankle, doing some kind of exercise, jumping from foot to foot. Humbert now ready to serve. He's got the ball in his racket. He's been waiting. I think he's anxious because he was just starting to play pretty well there. All right, serve is good. Return is a winner from Rune up the line. So, and it was 15 all when we came back. So now it's 15-30. Humbert serving. And yeah, he just blocked that back 193-kilometer-an-hour serve and just winner. Didn't even really swing. He just kind of was a very compact little Humbert with easy point there. The ball does not come back from Rune, so 30 all. Now serving again here at 30 all. Serve is good. Backhand Rune, forehand Humbert, backhand Rune, backhand Humbert, backhand slice from Rune, backhand slice Humbert, backhand slice Rune, backhand Humbert, forehand Rune, backhand Humbert, forehand Rune, forehand Humbert, forehand Rune, forehand Humbert is out. Great rally, but leads to a break point for Holger Rune. So he's trying to jump on it early here in the second set. Okay, Mike saying Rune have not been prone to injury, but had problem with cramps, but have seen him cramp up last year. So I have not seen him cramp up, I think, since last year, so you're saying. So I think he's fixed that issue. I think he has as well. I think they've known that for a while, and I think they worked on it. Let from Humbert here on second serve. So another second serve. Let's see if Rune will try and step in and punish it, or will he just try to get it back in play? And I think that serve was long. Yeah, double fault. So there it is. An early break for Holger Rune. All right, Mike says, okay, so it seems like he's okay if he can break after that. Yeah, that's what I said. Like I said, there is no panic on his face. There's no look in his face like, oh, I can't play. So he'll be fine. And then we have Barbara Bain says, hope Prune gets his arse whooped. Okay, well, let's see how that goes. But colorful language. Love it, though. Gotta say. Was just within the boundaries. Here we go. Holger Rune has yet to drop a set, says Ghost of Girolitis. Yeah, that's a fact right there. And it's that's what I'm saying. He's quietly just making his way, and pathways kind of opening up a little bit. Don't be surprised if this guy does something. Something impressive for a teenager. All right, here we go now. Rune serving 15 love here at 1 love. He's up a break in the second set. Backhand Rune, forehand Humbert, forehand Rune inside out. Humbert gets to it, but rips it into the net. So nice power there from Rune. From the middle of the court, just rips it inside out. Great angle, and Humbert couldn't handle it. 30 love real quick for Holger Rune. Serve is good. Backhand cross court from Humbert. Now backhand Rune, forehand Humbert, and forehand Rune, forehand Humbert. That's a moon ball. Forehand Rune on the return there. Now Humbert makes it to the net. Backhand volley into the open court. Nice play. Nicely done. So he sent in a moon ball, and Rune had a little bit of trouble with it. So there's the moon ball, and then Rune had to move his feet out of the way. So he kind of hit a short ball in, and then Humbert really smartly came in real quick and then had a volley into the open side. Really nicely done. Ghost says, I can't wait for his Joker matchup, assuming Nole can get past Dimitrov, of course. Yeah, let's see. That's one thing I'm just not feeling so confident in Djokovic, just because that hamstring, you might be good going into it after, having the last day and a half off, or day off, but one little thing could tweak it. One little thing, and he's like a Ferrari. If one little bolt is not in the right spot, it could really hinder. Rune here with an easy serve +1 inside out forehand winner. Nice serve. And the return was in the mid-court, stepped in. So now he's got 2 game points, 40-15. Holger Rune for a 2 games to love lead in the second set. And he's got it. Serve is good and return is into the net. So very, very workmanlike here. After that injury timeout, does not look any worse for wear whatsoever. So let's go here. He's got a break. He's got a consolidation. Voila. Yeah. Ghost says, yeah, good point. Joker does that sliding splits thing. I can't imagine this feels good on a busted hamstring. That's another thing he says. He says, I can't do what I normally do on that side. So, yeah. I mean, that's a lot of tennis to play with an injury when you're that finely tuned. Okay, here's Humbert serving at love 15. So Rune's just kind of cruising along here. Second serve from Humbert is wide, double fault. So love 30 now, and another little opening for a double break. Oh, got someone in Australia here. I'm going to the Popperin game tonight. Excited to see if he can get it done and go beyond what is expected. Yeah, he looks like he's having a great time, and he really, like, when you listen to him, he really believes that he has a shot at this. I think the crowd, the energy, and he always does really well in Australia. All right, and there's a backhand that sails long from Humbert. So now it's a triple break point. Holger Rune now has 3 chances for a 3-love lead in the second set. Girolitis, Ghost says, Girolitis says, at Darth Bulldog, that'll be rocking. Have fun. Yeah, same here. I echo that sentiment. Have a great time. And if you're wearing some certain thing with a color, let us know where you are, and we could see you in the crowd. I actually had someone in one of my first streams that I did during the WTA finals. They were in the crowd, and they were on with us. They were watching us live from their phone. All right, here's Humbert serving at 15-40, and good serve out wide, but Holger Rune could not handle it. A little too much heat. That goes long, so he saves 1 of 2 break points. Oh, sorry, saves his second, I should say, break point in a row, but there's 1 more for Rune. Serve is up, and it's long. So second serve. Here's Humbert. Ball is up. Serve is good. Backhand into the net from Rune. He's not going to like that. That was a very... it wasn't a high... It didn't have a high bounce. It didn't make him uncomfortable. It was right in his wheelhouse. And it was a second serve, and he just missed it. Happens, though. Happens once in a while. Darth Bulldog says, thank you. Cool name, by the way. Love it. Darth Bulldog. It's pretty sweet. Ghost talking to Peter. I agree, but he has played injured before. I don't count Nole out. He's always been ferocious. Yeah, if he can play, he will play. That's without a doubt. He's no doubt about that. Screamer of a forehand winner from Rune here. Sorry, not a winner. His second shot was an inside out, painting the lines. And they're saying the winner speed was 138 kilometers an hour. And the second serve that he faced was 140 kilometers, so almost as fast. All right, so another break point, advantage Rune, and now Humbert it's a second serve for Humbert. Serve is good, backhand return cross court, forehand Humbert, backhand Rune, backhand Humbert, forehand Rune, backhand Humbert, forehand Rune, backhand Humbert is long. So there you have it, 3-0. Another break for the youngster, 19 years old. Holger Rune up 3-0. Wow, there you have it. Let's give him a button too, because he's been on fire since the set started. And Where are we at? There we are.
She don't take your breath away. She don't take your breath away. Better not get in his way. She don't take your breath away.
He gon' take your breath away, Holger RUNE. All right. So 3-0 Holger RUNE, 3-love here in the second set. He's gonna serve now. Take you back into the live scoreboard and let you know that looks like Rublev is a match point here. He's up 2-love. He's up 5-3, and he's serving at 40-30. And he just won officially. So Rublev takes out Dan Evans in straight sets. Official now. Linda Fruhvirtova versus Marketa Vondrousova. That is on serve here in the first set. They're at 2-all. First serve from Rune. Really nice wide angle. Lob return, and then he swing volley winner into the open court. Easy peasy. Wow. Nicely done, Holger. Man, he just looked like he's just, honestly, it really just reminds me of Alcaraz in the first half of last year. Not in the way that they play, although there is a lot of similarities, but just in his, like, the bounce and the youngness. Like when Alcaraz rolled his ankle against Rafa in Madrid before facing Djokovic the next match and then beating Zverev in the final. He did the same thing where he rolled his ankle, taped it up, came back. He'd never beaten Rafa before, and he gets his first one. That's kind of what I feel like Holger. He's got that same that youthful like just bounce back from anything type energy. So that's what I'm feeling. That's how I'm calling it. Holger RUNE now. Rune is up 30-15 on his serve at 3-love. Let's see what's going on in the chat. As 40-15 now, as his serve up the tee does not come back off the racket of Humbert. Ghost says, I wish I was in Melbourne. What a lovely town. I cannot. Oh, beautiful serve out wide, and that also does not come back. So, 4-love. This is just, it's getting to be a little bit too much here. Yeah, back on the what a lovely town. I haven't been to Melbourne, but man, the aerial shots that they have showing around the stadium is just, the city looks beautiful. It looks like a mix of like San Francisco and I don't know, not like Hawaii, but you know something like that. Yeah, so I don't know if you've gone there before, let us know. Put in the comments what's your favorite place in Melbourne. I'll be going there one day, that's for sure. All right. Humbert 15-love, and we're into a rally here. Holger RUNE with a winner, forehand winner screamer right up the line. Feel like Humbert's a little bit dejected now. You know, he's down 4-love. This guy took a medical timeout and comes back, and he's like on whoop ASS mode. It's very efficient, is Rune with his like execution. He's just putting his points away. He's not going for like the lines either. He's hitting within like a foot inside. So he's got great margins. He's just comfortable right now. Okay. Oh, Jane. Jane says, Covey, your daily roundup is really good. Thank you very much, Jane. I'm really glad that you're enjoying it. I've actually never done anything like it before, and I've just done these 5 days, and honestly, it's like I just wake up excited to do them. So I'm glad that you're enjoying them as well. That's sweet. Makes me feel really happy that people enjoy it. All right, another one here. We had Humbert with a forehand, and then Rune with a nice backhand passing cross court as Humbert was approaching the net. So Humbert here is 40-30 now, still has a game point. Trying to get on the board here in the second set. And he does. Rune returned from the wide serve, went off of the net, and Humbert tracked it down and then put it into the open court. So 4-1 Holger Rune, and finally the Frenchman is on the board in the second set. So we're talking here about the GOAT debate. Looks like I find the GOAT debate tedious because I respect all, but Joker has the strongest argument statistically for it. If he catches Connors and titles, forget about it. I agree pretty much with everything you're saying. I also agree that the debate is tedious, and I also respect them all. I don't definitely have no hate for any of them at all. I have nothing but like love for what they've done for the advancement of like the skill of tennis. Like because of them, we're watching guys like Zverev, and we're watching guys like Alcaraz, and we're watching guys like even Dominic Thiem when he was in his kind of peak. Phenomenal, man. And that's because of those types of guys. And then what else are you saying here? But Joker has the strongest argument. Also agree with that. By the end of it, I mean, he's the youngest, and he also he's taken everyone over. It's just pretty much it. Other than Olympic gold, other than a couple things here and there, I'd say statistically he is. But I love all of them. I don't even like getting into that debate because, especially, I've noticed on Twitter, man, it's crazy. People really, really get into it. Yeah, there you go. Ghost says, I agree with Jane. Covey's new segment is great. Thank you, Ghost. Thank you both. Again, loving it. And Peter, I agree with you both. Covey, best roundup. Thank you. You guys are too kind. You're making me blush here. But let's get back to the action. Holger Rune serving at 4-1. Nice serve and great return from Humbert cross court. Now Rune backhand, Humbert backhand into the net. So now Rune up 15 love. It's medical timeout. And he's just been gangbusters since then. I've had like injuries, playing hockey. I've fallen on the ice a few times and like landed on my wrist type of thing. And sometimes you play through it for the rest of the game, and then you wake up the next day and like you can't do something like this, like you can't even turn your wrist. Rune tries to go. Oh, he does get the passing shot. Humbert ran up to the net and chipped a little looper over, and Rune got to it, and I didn't think that he was going to make it around. So he drop shot from Rune, Humbert with the chip, and then the pass from Rune was a nice one. I think Humbert actually could have got it. Yeah, he definitely could have got it, but he thought it was going long, and it did not. It would landed like 2 feet in. So 30 love here for Rune. Misses his first serve. Second on the way is good. Return from Humbert cross court, and then back cross court from Rune. Now Rune goes drop shot. Humbert, he says, I read that, got to it early, and he goes up the line for an easy winner. So 30-15 for the Danish server. We got Lexi in the house. Lexi, hello, Covey. Hey, Lexi, welcome. Thanks for joining us. You've been watching some other matches? Let me know what your favorite matches have been so far in the tournament. Obviously, Sir Andy Murray's got everyone's head spinning with his 2 matches. Rune now, 40-15. Nicely comes up to the net and easy put away. So let me know, is it Friday night where you are? Is it Saturday morning? Is it Saturday afternoon? Because for me, it's Friday night, but I know I'm in one of the later time zones in the world. All right, backhand Humbert, backhand slice from Rune, backhand Humbert, forehand from Rune, and the backhand from Humbert goes wide. And that's game 5-1 now for Holger Rune. Yeah, it really, really weird. It's like the medical timeout happened, and all of a sudden, Rune gained extra powers. And he was the one who took the medical timeout because he fell and almost rolled his ankle. Okay. Ghost says, yo, the Tsitsipas brothers playing doubles together right now. That's cool. I wonder if they'll become the next Brian Bros. Yeah, I know they do generally play together, and I saw that they were. I was looking at the schedule. Not sure how good they are, but yeah, I wonder. I feel like Steph is kind of more focused on his thing, so I'm not sure because I think in order to be like a top doubles, well, maybe that's not true. Look at Pegula, look at Coco Gauff, look at Krejcikova. Yeah, I mean even Kudermetova is a pretty good doubles player. Yeah, there's a whole bunch. Garcia used to be a phenomenal doubles. I think she still is. That's one of her. Sure, she gets great volley and hand skills. All right, here's Humbert. Pretty good service game. He's down 1-5, but he's up 30-love in this game. He approaches the net. Rune tries to pass him, but Humbert says no. A nice little backhand chip volley into the open court. Rune went all or nothing on that passing shot. So as soon as he saw it wasn't going to be like he could come back, he was already halfway into the corner. Okay, Jane is asking, what was his issue? Sorry, I missed the Rune medical timeout. What happened was hit a forehand while he was running to his right, and then he landed on his ankle. But before he could put all the pressure on his ankle, he kind of like rolled over it, so he saved himself. But then he also landed on his hip and he broke his fall with his wrists. So the first thing they actually looked at when he was sitting down was his wrist, and then they taped up his ankle. But he's been fine ever since, and there was never a moment where he looked like he was not going to be continuing on. Like it wasn't that bad. So there you have it. I know you asked that a couple minutes ago, so sorry about that. But hopefully you got the info. Jane says Stefano Tsitsipas' brother does not look like him at all. Yeah, I think I've seen that before. I think he's like way shorter and he doesn't have the long hair. And I mean, maybe he does now. Who knows? Lexi says the matches so far of Andy and Korda, Stefanos, and Rublev too. Yeah, there you go. Some really good matches. Absolutely. That Korda match was electric last night. Yeah. So was the Popperin versus Fritz. That was a very electric match. Really fun to watch. I didn't get to watch all of it, but yeah. Anyways, Mike says it's 4:53 in Copenhagen. Damn. All right, Holger Rune now serving at 5-2. First serve is good. Return is long. 15-love. Very routine feeling motions here for Holger Rune. Just kind of doing his thing, and he's doing it well. Yeah, it's backhand, sorry, from Humbert is long now, so 30-love. Jane says, at Ghost, I don't watch a lot of doubles, but they look good to me. Steph definitely had the better serve. Yeah, Steph's got one of the better serves in the world, for sure. But yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'm actually curious. I don't really watch that, so. Ghost says, I think I'm in your time zone, Covey. Well, I'm at 7:58 p.m. Let me know what time it is there. Where are you? Are you in California? Or was it? Let me know. 3 set points now for Holger Rune. 40-love. Tried to win it in a game to love, but couldn't. 2 more set points. So Holger Rune dumps that easy forehand into the net off the return. But he's coasting. He is west coasting. All right, 40-15. First serve is good. Return cross court. And return off of that, forehand from Rune is wide. So saved, not saved, but 2 set points down the drain, but he has 1 left. So here we go. Humbert trying to pump himself up, give himself a little fist pump action. Jane says, oh, good about the injury, that it's nothing major. Sinner, Alcaraz have been flagged. Yeah, definitely bummer. Although it was pretty good news. Serve is good up the tee. Return is long. And there you have it. The Dane is up 2 sets to love, 6-4, 6-2. Very, very routine. Let's give a little button action to Holger RUNE.
She don't take your breath away. Hold on. She don't take your breath away. Hold on. Better not get in his way. She don't take your breath away.
All right, y'all. So we have 2 sets to love lead for Holger RUNE. He is just he's just playing really well right now. He's on his toes. Had a little medical timeout issue, but no problems whatsoever. Let's see here. Oh, Jane says she's got to take off. She says, thanks, Covey. Enjoy the match. Thank you for coming by, Lexi. She says, see you soon. Definitely. We will see you soon. I'm going to come back to the comments here in a second, but we got a little break at the end of the set here. So I just want to share a little word from our sponsors for you.
This stream is sponsored by Fantium, a cutting-edge platform that allows you to invest in top-performing athletes.
Already, there are 2 amazing players on the platform. You could invest in Dominic Thiem or Alexander Bublik, with more to come on the Fantium platform.
Yeah, so how does it work? Well, fans purchase a percentage share of future prize money or career earnings directly from the athletes in the form of tokens and get to participate in the athletes' real earnings. So that means when athletes win big, you win big too.
But that's not all. Fans become a part of the athletes' inner community, unlocking perks, experiences, VIP access to the Grand Slam tournaments, private calls with the athlete, video-based coaching, and hand-signed rackets and many more awesome perks. So JG, how can I get a percentage of Thiem and Bublik's season's earnings?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Ben, because it's very, very simple. All you need to do is head over to Fantium.com. You sign in with your socials, e.g. a Google account, you fill in your personal information, you easily top up your wallet with your credit card or debit card, and then you choose which player you want to invest in. It's really as simple as that. You do not need to have NFT experience. All you need is to know how to use a phone or computer.
Make sure if you want to get involved, go over and follow them on Twitter, join their Discord. This is the way you'll find out all of the new athletes that are going to be announced on Fantium.
If this sounds interesting to you, make sure hit the link pinned in the live chat or the link in the description below.
All right, here we are, folks. Back on here in set number 3, where actually Hugo Humbert has actually quickly taken the first. That was a really short break from the set. I'm actually surprised that. Anyways, first game goes to Hugo Humbert. So how about that? All right. So look at the chat's blowing up a little bit. We got someone named Peaches. I don't know if we've met yet, but Peaches says, "Hey Peter," and then it looks like the whole chat blows up. Ghost person, turquoise waving person. Okay, sweet. Jane says Peaches. Jane, Sharon. That's it. Jane saying what? Anyways, Peaches has lit up this whole chat. Nice to have you, Peaches. My name is Covey, and nice to have you in the chat. Okay, let's see here. Holger RUNE now serving at 0-1 on serve in the third set. Will he put it away in 3? I guessed 4, but I think my guess may be incorrect. Great first serve out wide, does not come back, and that's 15 love here. All right, let's see here. All right, Ghost says he just seems invincible. I know it's not true, but he won his last 8 sets. Yeah, he's definitely looking really good. All right, serve is good. And then we got a forehand Humbert, backhand Rune, forehand Humbert. Oh, through the legs attempt from Rune. So the shot from Humbert went off the tape, off the net cord, and it slowed down. And so it kind of went right at the body of Rune, and he tried to do one of those Nick Kyrgios / Roger between the legs from behind shots, but that one went way wide. He needs to work on that for sure. All right, here we go. 15 all. First serve. Beautiful ace up the tee. Nicely done. Okay. Jane says, so far, these 2 men's matches are the complete opposite of the 5-set drama fest we've had the other days. Yeah, definitely. Unfortunately. Oh, hey, speaking of, let's get these likes up. What are we at? 38 likes, and we got 55 watching. Please give us a like and a subscribe if you can. We would very much appreciate it, and thank you for joining us. Here we go. We got a backhand from Rune across court. That goes into the net. Rally was just starting to heat up. So it's 30 all here. So Humbert a little bit more positive looking beginning to this set. So he won his first game. Last time he was broken right away. And he's been playing from behind all game, all match. He was down 5-2 in the first set. And then got 1 break back. And then he ended up losing 6-4. And then he was broken early and then lost 6-2 in the second set. Nice serve, +1 winner cross-court backhand. So Rune serves it out wide. Backhand return right up the middle. And then the Rune +1 cross-court. Beautiful. No chance for Humbert. Unfortunate. Murray. Ghost says, the Murray match literally lifted my mood. Great experience. You want to hear something crazy, my friend? I went to sleep at around, I don't know, I went to sleep like right before the end of the first set, like literally fell asleep. I couldn't stay up anymore. And then I woke up like 4.5 hours later to messages like, are you watching this? It was crazy. It was so much fun. Ghost says, Peaches is a peach, a beloved member of the tennis chat community. Nice. That's so good to hear. I could tell from the reception you got. Peaches says, hi, Covey. Nice to meet you, and thanks for the stream. You're very welcome, Peaches. Thanks for joining us. And it's glad to know another member of the community, especially one who's so beloved. David's commentary was great. Man, he's a trooper. 6 hours for him as well. Got to give it up for that guy. And I think he's going to do that match today. Pretty sure he's pretty much got the Murray matches. Djokovic, we got that match as well. We've got Adi Divan says, looking forward to Nole tonight. Yeah, I think a lot of people are. Yeah. Oh, Max. Max is in the house. Actually, hold on 1 second. I'll address that. But we've got an advantage Humbert on the Rune serve for the break. And nope, hits into the net. So Rune saves 1 break point attempt. Now we're back to deuce. Max says, hey, Covey, I've been a bit busy. How has Rune been playing in the first 2 sets? Rune has been dominant. He was up 5-2 in the first set. And then he gave 1 break back, but then ended up winning 6-4 and then broke early in the second set, cruised all the way. Although he did almost roll his ankle. He partially rolled it, had a medical timeout. They checked his ankle. They taped it. They also checked his wrist because that's what he used to break his fall. But he actually, after that, he went, I think he won like 4 straight games or something. So absolutely no worry there. I mean, maybe a little bit tomorrow he might be sore, but no worry in general. So there you have it. And game for Rune. So 2 quick points there after saving that break point. And now we're tied at 1-1. Hey, you guys see my dog here? There's Gobi. Hi, Gobi. A little baby. Yeah, you can say hi to her if you'd like. All right, so hey, I like this one. Ghost says, "Don't be a Debbie Downer. Give Covey a like." What are we at now? We're at 42. We've gotten a few. Thank you. Still haven't hit 100 likes on a solo stream of my own, so still trying to do it. Got to that number a couple times with Ben and JG, but on a couple 2-person streams. Here's Rune. Goes inside out, and that's wide. So 15 love Humbert on his serve at 1-1. So yeah. Anyways, that's my goal, and but more important to just be watching tennis with people who love tennis. Let's see here. Goat says, "I think David was so exhausted from the emotional roller coaster of the match that he celebrated at the end. That the celebration at the end looked more like relief than joy." Yeah, and also he predicted before the match that it would be a 5-set win for Andy Murray, and he also predicted it would be a 10-6 score in the tiebreak before the 5th set started. So how about that for a magic crystal ball? All right, so 15 all here on the Humbert serve at 1 apiece in the 3rd set. All right. Peter says David was dying 1,000 deaths, then the resurrection. And Max says, "Hey, Peaches." So I just found out that Peaches is a beloved member of the community. And I could tell right away just by when Peaches came into the chat and everyone went bonkers. Jane David looked more exhausted than Murray. Yeah. Yeah, he did. Max says, "Also, thank you for the live stream, Covey." You're very welcome, Max. Always love. Actually, I don't know if you guys know, but on the last stream that I did, Max correctly guessed the tiebreak score and got a button out of it. So there you go. Gobi like the desert. A lot. Someone asked me at the dog park today. Actually, gobi is the Hindi word for cauliflower. So if you ever eaten Indian food and you've gotten aloo gobi, aloo means potato, gobi is cauliflower. It's also my little baby right there. So yeah, I always like Hindi names that are easy to pronounce in Canada, I guess you could say, because that's where I live. And so Gobi's that, which my name actually isn't. It's pronounced Covey, but it looks like it's spelled like Kavi or Kavi, but it's just a Hindi word for poet. Oh, nice backhand up the line from Humbert. So he's looking more solid here. He's held both his service games, and it's now 2-1 for Humbert. And I think it's time for an Humbert Bouton. Yes, there you have it. What else? What else we got going on, people? It's the middle of the night for you. Is it Friday night? Is it Saturday morning? And let's see here. Peter says, I think David's please got to Andy. Yeah, that could be it. So the stream that I get, every once in a while it cuts out, but then when I hit refresh, it always comes back muted. It's really kind of annoying. All right. I don't know exactly what this means, but Alexander Laurence says, I am eating some artisanal cheeses made in Brooklyn. Enjoy, my friend. I'm having a beer that is from Scotland. It's called Innocent Gun. Actually, should we be showing? I don't know if we should be showing it. But anyways, it's really good. All right, here we go. 1-2 on serve in the third set. Holger Rune serving. He comes up to the net. And it's a lob. Try to get over from Humbert, but no, that's way wide. So 15 love real quick here for Holger Rune. Max, I still don't know how I got the right score on the tiebreak last time. I made the right prediction. Yeah, it was crazy. And it was a crazy one, too. You said Ons Jabeur 10-8 in a tiebreak. And it wasn't a super tiebreak. It was a regular tiebreak. Serve +1 for Rune. Easy put away 30 love. Ghost is asking, do you miss the Vancouver Grizzlies? So I grew up more of a hockey fan, so I'm more of a Canucks guy. But I did go to about 4 or 5 Grizzlies games. Actually, in my high school, we had this program where you could go to the game for free if you sold 50-50 tickets on the concourse. So I did that like 3 or 4 times, and I got to actually shoot on their court. Oh, beautiful. Up the line passing winner from Humbert. It's now 30-15 for Rune on his serve, but great serve up the middle. Returned off the side. Rune goes cross court, and Humbert brings his arms around on the backhand, and beautiful swinging winner there. Do you miss the? So yeah, I wasn't the biggest basketball fan. I missed the logo. I think the logo is the best logo in Vancouver sports history. And it would have been, honestly, it would be nice if we had an NBA team, but I'm not. I mean, I'd much rather having like a tennis tournament, a bigger. Actually, my dream is to have a 1,000 level Masters grass court tournament in Vancouver. The only thing that I think would be a bummer about that is, you have very little time between the clay and grass court seasons. You only have about a month and a bit of grass, and I don't know if people would want to come to Vancouver and then have to go to England for Wimbledon, which is 8 hours ahead. So, yeah, I think that might be tough. But that's kind of my dream, is to have a 1,000 level grass court tournament, because I think we need a little bit more grass in our life, All right. We got Adil Divan says, cool night in Seattle. Yeah, what's going on in Seattle? Peaches, the toddler's playing well. Yeah, the 19-year-old. Peaches, that's funny, haha. Ghost says, are you going to Laver? Am I going to Laver? I am definitely going to do everything I can. I still don't know what the prices are like. I hope they're not like $1,000. I heard it was really crazy in England for the Laver Cup in London, but that's also because it was Rogers' farewell. So the plan and the intention, to answer your question, yes. So Mike is saying, come on, Rune, break. So Humbert here, 2-all serving. He's up 15 love, and it looks like it looks like Humbert is ready to play finally. So maybe my prediction of a 4-set Rune victory is still in the cards. All right, backhand into the net from Rune, a pretty routine one. So it looks like Rune he's not hurting or anything, but he's not on right now, and Humbert is. So he's taking advantage, but that shows you how well Rune is playing, because if he's barely not on and Humbert is playing well and he's just keeping up with him, that says a lot. Serve +1. Oh, nice. Okay, so Humbert with a nice serve up the tee. Rune returns it short, and Humbert goes +1 up the line. But Rune actually got to it and ripped it back. And he tried to pass him, but Humbert with a nice alert forehand into the open court. And there you have it. Humbert serve comes back unreturned in the court, at least. And it's 3-2 now for Hugo Humbert. Let's give him a little bit of love. Ghost says, Covey, marijuana, aka cannabis, is legal in Vancouver. You can have as much grass in your life as you want. You don't need to tell me that, my friend. Here we go. Peaches, Ghost, I don't hate him. I am starting to like him a bit. Okay, I'm talking about I think Rune, because Ghost said, Peaches, why do you hate my guy? He's so badass. Early break for Sabalenka. Yep, I have her pegged as the winner. I'm picking her to win the whole tournament, and I picked her before the tournament, and watching her in this tournament, I am really, really happy with that pick. Definitely not mad at myself for that. So we got Demonor. Oh, how's Fravirtova Vondrasova going? We got a 1-set lead for Fravirtova. How about it? Love it. Love it. Early break for Saba. Yep. And we got, let's see here. Daniel Coletta, Game to Love, Tennis Podcast. The Vancouver Canucks are playing in the second period against Colorado wearing old jerseys from the 90s. I used to play ice hockey too. Cool to see that you like ice hockey. Yeah, actually, that jersey that you're talking, are you talking about the Canucks, the black, yellow, and red jerseys? That's actually my favorite jersey that they've ever had. And if you know the Vancouver Canucks, they've had way too many different jerseys. And the 90s was actually my favorite. My favorite player was Pavel Bure. Number 10, the Russian Rocket. He was just electric. He's like Alcaraz. Just amazing. All right, let's see here. What else we got? Jane's laughing at the button. Yeah, I kind of get the feeling that it maybe was just put together in the last second for this match. But hey, still got to give it up because it takes a little bit of time and effort for the buttons. Peaches says, Saba and JPEG, my dark horses, Jess Pagula. So who's your favorite then, Peaches? You got Iga? Anyone else? I got Saba. I've got Bencic. I've got Iga. I've got JPEG in there. But I'm picking Saba unanimously. Well, I guess I'm the only one, so anything I pick by myself is unanimous. But you know what I'm saying. All right, Peter says, all right, well, real quick, actually, let's get back because Rune is up 40 love on serve here. Oh, serve +1 looked like it was a winner, but it was just wide. So 40-15 here. Peter says, I'm an Iga fan, though she doesn't get the love except from GTL. Reminds me of how establishment couldn't wait for Kenin to disappear. You don't want to mess with the Kenin. I don't know if you heard that button, but it's my favorite button, hands down. All right. Serve from Maruna is good, and return is long. So we're on serve 3-all now in the third set. Ghost says, I had Collins and Medi winning it all, so my bracket is done. I had Taylor Fritz. He was my pick for just finally making it through. Doesn't look so great right now. Yeah. But, tennis is unpredictable. All sports are, or else everyone would just be rich betting on them all day, right? But you feel like tennis, you should be able to say, okay, this guy's going to win or this woman's going to win. With confidence if you're a tennis fan. But then something like Lin Zhu yesterday, 87 seed, takes out Sakari in a major. And you're just like, I don't know what the heck's going on. So that's why we watch. That's why we enjoy. Or at least that's why I do. All right, Humbert now quickly up 30 to love on his serve. It's looking great now, the big serving Frenchman. Look at some serving stats. We've got first serve percentage, Humbert 66, Rune 68. As we go forehand from Humbert, backhand Rune, forehand wide from Humbert. So now it's 30-15. And we've got first serve points 68 for Humbert, 78 for Rune. And then second serve points 43 for Humbert and 48 for Rune. Nice return from Rune on the wide serve, and Humbert dumps his backhand into the net there. So now it's 30-all, and Humbert, or Rune now, might be knocking on the door. Yeah. What do you guys think of the Khachanov result against Tiafoe? That was Khachanov is that player that I always underestimate. And then he always makes these great, like what he did to Kyrgios at the U.S. Open. I mean, Kyrgios had taken Medi out in spectacular fashion. And boom, Khachanov just like, no worries. I'm going to come and just kind of play your game. And he ended up playing it a little bit better than Kyrgios that day. So Anyways, Hachanov's always seems to impress me, although my boy Alcaraz has his number, that's for sure. All right, nice long rally. We got forehand from Humbert, forehand Rune, forehand Humbert, forehand slice from Rune, backhand Humbert, cross court, forehand cross court Rune, backhand from Humbert, backhand Rune is wide. Maybe the best rally of the match, though. That was yeah, it's got the crowd up on their feet, and it's 40-30 now for Humbert, but great rally. Looks like Rune is just sucking a bit of air. He's a little bit tired, but he's okay. Nothing to worry about. Not like he's keeled over, but you could just tell he's really... that was a great rally. They went back and forth. But yeah, Rune is really breathing heavy there for a sec. Where'd my doggy go? Oh, she's got... Great serve up the tee. Beautiful from the lefty Frenchman. And there you have it, 4-3. I'm going to give him another button because that was a great service game there. Even though it wasn't close to game to love, it was well played. What was I doing? Oh, yeah, that's that. So, Peter saying, Kenin got zero attention except negative when she won the AL. Yeah, I mean, she's not... I think she wasn't favored or anything like that. I feel like sometimes if you're not constantly up there, you get forgotten quickly if you won a major. That might be what happened to her. And we have Peaches saying, Peter, I'm not a Kenin fan, but you are right. She got too much hate. Well, now, please remind me why she got hate. I'm just kind of drawing a blank for some reason about any sort of kind of hate and stuff she received. I didn't think it was anything more than... I mean, I know she's not a marquee name, and that's kind of what I assumed what everyone was talking about. But Alexandre Laurence says Tiafoe is good. Yes, he is good. Love that witty forehand. All right, Ghost says Khachanov lives somewhat in Rublev and Medvedev's shadow, but he really shouldn't be there. He's immensely talented. Yeah, I mean, semifinalist at the U.S. Open. He's now in the round of 16 here. Okay, we got Shubhi Vishwakarma, who's... Oh, Bear tries to hit a nice winner, but that goes long on the run. So it's 15 love here for Rune. Who will win the AO according to me? I'm going to go Sabalenka on the women's side. On the men's side, let me just really, really quickly look up because I just want to make sure I don't forget anyone. So we got Khachanov, Hurkacz, Korda. Could it be Tsitsipas? Could it be Felix? I honestly don't know. I mean, I'm almost starting to feel like Felix has a shot. He's starting to play his way into form. By the way, Rune is up 40 love here at 3-4 on serve in the third set. Tried to go up the line, but that's wide. On the men's side, gosh. I want to say someone different. I just feel like it's not going to be the regular guys. I just feel like that. I don't know why. I felt like that since the beginning of this tournament. Maybe Korda, maybe Tsitsipas, maybe Aliassime. I'm just to answer this question, I'm going to say Felix. Maybe that's Canadian bias, but that's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say Felix. So now it's 4-all here. That was a game to love, I believe, from our guy. Yeah, it was a game to love. So let's give it up for Hope. Okay, let's see what else we got. Yeah, Peter says Khachanov, the forgotten Russian. Peaches says Ghost agreed, defeated big foe in champion fashion. Has Rune not had any aces yet? Yeah, he's had 5. 5 aces for Holger Rune. Covey, I love the generic French button, especially the random croissant that plunks in at the end. Yeah, and I like how there's 4 other French players as well. It's pretty hilarious. You just need like a beret and a cigarette with like one of those black long holders to make it totally a-okay. Cliche. All right, so Humbert now serving, and it's love 30. So a little bit of an opening. Holger Rune, maybe he smells the end of the match because he's just 6 points away from the match here. So how about it? No worries, Mike. No worries at all, my friend. I also go to tennis24.com. I kind of have it open at all times because they just have really good tennis stats. All right. Great serve up the tee. Does not come back. So relieves a slight bit of pressure. Does Hugo Humbert after going down love 30. So 15-30 here. Another big point. Beautiful serve up the tee. Super fast. What's the speed on that? Anyways, it was an ace right on the line. 205 kilometers an hour. That was a beautiful. That might be the serve of the match so far. Loved it. Okay, now Humbert serve +1, and Rune cannot handle that on the backhand wing. So 40-30 now for Humbert. Game point. So we're getting in that business endy sort of feel of this match here. But not exactly just yet. Uh-oh, we got... Oh, Holger Rune returned from the wide serve, and the return off of that return was into the net from Humbert. So now we're at deuce. Paul Pilfinger says, so you don't think that Djokovic will win the tournament? I don't know why. I didn't think Nadal or Djokovic was going to win this one. I don't know. And again, I don't know why. It's not a bias against them. I literally just, nice ace up the time. Man, the serve up the tee from Humbert is looking really good. 8-5 now, aces. Yeah, I just had this feeling since the beginning of the tournament that it was going to be someone other than those guys. So that's why I'm saying that. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, Gene in the house. Gene, hello, everyone. Welcome, Gene. Nice to have you. Peter's stoked to see Gene. Gene's stoked to see Peter. Mike is urging Rune to break. But he could not. Humbert, he holds. So now 5-4, and we've got a changeover. We got Dayati Idris says Rune is now for a real deal. He apologized to his mom for driving her out from the court once. I'm not sure. I know there's something. I know they've had a couple of things here and there. All right. Oh, there you go. My stream froze again, but it's on a commercial break, so we're good. We got hello, says Kathy. Hello. Hey, Kathy, says Gene. Mike's asking for break, but unfortunately didn't happen this time. And Humbert's got that look in his eye. Having some iced tea or something. Some sort of brown colored sort of drink. Okay, what else we got here? Gene says, wait, is Rune injured? No, he's not injured. He had a medical timeout because he had a moment in the match where he could have badly rolled his ankle, but before all the weight went into being rolled, he like fell into the roll. And so they did tape up his ankle, and they also checked out his right wrist because that's what he broke his fall with. But he's been on fire ever since then. It hasn't really affected him at all. Might affect him tomorrow morning, a little soreness here and there, but as of right now, it hasn't affected him. He's just been flying since that happened. Okay. Okay. Here we are. Holger RUNE serving at 30 love. Serve is good. +1 into the open forehand court there. Ghost says, my iced tea is single malt and aged in an oak cask. So this beer that I'm drinking, it's called Innis and Gun, and it's a Scottish beer, and they actually age the beer for 51 days in old whiskey casks. And I love it. I just love it. All right. Serve is good. Return up the middle. Forehand from Humbert is a winner as he goes inside out from the middle of the court. Rune guessed wrong there. So 40-15. Still a couple game points away from 5-all. Kathy says, I really like Humbert too, so I'm torn, but Rune has a much better chance to go far. I agree wholeheartedly with that statement. Okay. All right. And that's game Rune. Return is long. So it's 5-all. 5-all. That means I would say we are into the business end. Yep. The business end. So it's 5-all now. Humbert, we have been on serve. No one has broken in this set. Rune has broken a whole bunch. And Humbert has one break. That was in the first set. But in the third set, no one has broken. First point goes to the server Ugo. No, it goes to Rune. What did I didn't show that replay. I'm confused. I thought that would. Okay. Let's see. All right, return from Rune on the backhand side. Now we got a forehand from Humbert, backhand lob from Rune, defensive, and then a slam overhead up the line for Humbert. So 15-all. Big point there. That was a big point. Ghost, can you age beer? Damn, I need to move to a cooler city so I can learn the new stuff. I mean, this beer's from Scotland and it's actually from Scotland. It's not like bottled here in Canada or whatever. So you might be able to get it where you are. I'm not sure. Jane says Humbert is a sweet summer child who should have stayed in the indoor hard courts away from his bike. Funny. Reggie Church asking who is winning so far. Holger RUNE is much closer to victory than Humbert. All right. And where are we at on our like count? 51. Nice. We hit the 50. That's the 50% mark of the goal. Woo. Please give us a like and a subscribe if you are so inclined, if you are so feeling the mood. Really, really, really appreciate it. Reggie Church says thanks. No worries, my friend. Okay. Let's see. Just looking through the comments here. Okay, here we are. Humbert serving at 30-15, and return is long from Rune, so 40-15. And Humbert is just 1 point away from guaranteeing himself a set or at least a tie break. So let's see what happens. I thought maybe Rune would make his move here at 5-all and then have a chance to serve for the match. But Humbert, I think he anticipated that move and put the block on. Shoo. All right, serve is up. It's good. Return up the middle. Forehand. Now backhand Rune. Forehand Humbert. Backhand Rune. Backhand Humbert. Backhand slice Rune. Backhand cross-court Humbert. Rune tries to pass him, but Humbert cuts it off at the net. And that's game point. 6-5 Humbert. We are on serve. Rune now will serve for a tie break and a chance to win it all in straight sets. Okay, a little commercial break. What should we do here? So that was a hold. There's no hold button. Now let's give Humbert some love. All right. So we're still at 51 likes. The goal is 100. Please help me get there if you can. Would really, really appreciate that. And let's see. Let's check out the comments. What else is going on? Mike says, come on, Runa, please. We got Gene says, I don't know why I'm so nervous every time Novak plays. Hey, if you love a player and you really invest in them, and I could see that. I mean, I've cried for players before and teams and stuff like that. Usually in like the very last end kind of event or whatever. But hey, that's the beauty of sports. Makes us feel alive. Let's see here. What else we got? Peter says, Gene, we're all nervous now. Ghost says, if this goes tiebreak, I predict 7-3 Runa. I think the person we need to ask who to predict is this one, Max. It's nice to see Denmark doing well in tennis, also in badminton. Oh, I did not know that. All right, here's Runa serving at 5-6. Serve +1 is easy peasy. 15 love off of just 2 swings of the racket. Takes, ball comes back up the middle, takes it on the rise, and he just goes inside out there. First serve is off the net and long. All right, there's Runa. The forehand. Humbert is long. So 30 love here for Runa. 2 points away from a tie break. Okay. Here we go. 30 love. Serve is good. Nice return from Humbert. Forehand, Runa. Now a backhand, Humbert into the net, and it's 40 love and 3 chances here to force a tie break and a chance at a straight sets victory for the young Dane. All right. And now Bonzi and de Minaur are underway. De Minaur is serving for the set at 5-4 in the first set. Paul and Brooksby are on serve as well. Humbert, little chip from the middle of the court. Runa comes to the net and easily puts that away. So we're tied at 6, and it's time for a tiebreak. Let's go. All right, predictions time. Get your predictions in. Whoever guesses the exact score of the who wins and what the score is, you get a free button. So get your predictions in real quick. All right, so what I'm going to do, I have a way that I could star all of these predictions, and then I can take a look at them after. So we got Humbert, we got Gene has Humbert 7-4, we got Ghost 7-3 for Runa, we got Kathy 7-5. It's all going in the bank. So whoever is right at the end will get a free button. Anyone else, you have until, I'm going to say, the first changeover to make your prediction. I know that's long, but we're just having a good time. Reggie Church says 7-5, so I can see them, but I'm not posting. Actually, here we go, just so you guys see. So that's Gene and Ghost. We got Kathy 7-5, and we got the first Humbert. Actually, sorry, the second Humbert. Gene also had Humbert. Okay, here we go. Humbert's up 2 love and serve up a mini break. And Runa's serve comes back unreturned. That flies long. So Humbert now serving 2-1 up 1 mini break. Gene says, Allez, Hugo. Allez, Hugo. Vamos. Oh, Max coming in with the 10-8 Rune prediction. I'm going to star that one as well. Jane, 7-5, Humbert. As Humbert dumps that into the net. So one break comes back now, and we're back on serve here. 2-all Humbert. All right. So we got 6 predictions so far. If I've forgotten anyone, let me know. But I got Gene, Ghost, Kathy, Reggie, Max, and Jane. I'm pretty sure I didn't miss anyone there. There we go. Serve for Humbert is out wide. Nice return from Rune. And then, oh my gosh! What a play! Oh, okay. So Humbert won this point, but it was awesome. I'm going to wait for the replay so I give you the perfect description here. But all right, so Hugo comes in and rips it cross court. And so Rune, as Humbert's coming in, he tries to pass him. So Humbert is leaning towards the ball, which is towards the sideline, but then it goes off the tape. And Humbert had already turned his body, but he kind of jumps and in midair switches and like changes his position and then dumps the ball back in to the empty court. Really nice point. One of those rare points you don't see very often. All right, we're into a rally here. We got a backhand slice from Rune. Backhand Humbert, forehand Rune, backhand Humbert, forehand Rune, forehand Humbert for the win. And he's up 4-2 now. And there you go. All bets are off now for the cutoff. Oh, I guess we're good there. Everyone put their bets in. There you go. There you go. Kathy has a lizard named Sweet Caroline. Is that for real? Your lizard? That's so cool. Mike is saying to Max, tennis getting more talents from the North. Rude or Norwegian is Norwegian. Also not really had any in the top before. Swedes, though, have had a stronger tennis culture. Yeah. For sure. For sure. Gene's like, let's go. So Humbert's trying to make this a more than 3-set match. Ghost said, did Humbert apologize? I wouldn't want Fanini to jump out of the stands and smack him with a pass to fork. No, he didn't, but he didn't need to apologize because he's not the one who hit the light cord. He actually reacted beautifully to it. Serve from Rune, and the return is long. So a nice, easy point. That's something you'd love to see in a tiebreak if you're a tennis player. An easy point when you're in a tiebreak. So here we go now. Humbert still up a mini break, 4-3, serving in the third set tiebreak. He's trying to stay alive as he's down 2 sets to love. A little itch in my throat. Nice serve out wide. Great return from Rune. Now Rune tries to lob Humbert, and Humbert overhead, and it's just wide. So Rune gets the break, a mini break back, and now Humbert is serving at 4-all. What a great return off the serve. It was just a chip return off the wide serve. So Humbert's a lefty serving from the ad side. And he goes across, and Rune with the backhand chip, but kind of like the one I was talking about earlier, where he takes out the power and he just gets it back and deep. All right, here's another one. Now Rune is trying to lob. Humbert is at the net. Now this time Humbert gets it into the net, into the court, I should say, unlike the last one. So, and he's fist pumping. His box is happy. His box is giving him some energy. So here we go now. Rune now serving at 4-5, still on serve here in the tie break. But it's getting tense, y'all. It's getting tense. Ghost says, hello, Bjorn Borg. Yeah, of course, Bjorn Borg is a legend. I am really good at tennis, and my first name, it is Bjorn. Bjorn. That's what my Swedish buddy taught me. He said that was a song that they had. All right, so Rune now gets serve unreturned, so he's got a 5-all tie, And now he is serving here. 5-all. This is getting crazy, you guys. It is so crazy. All right, great serve. +1 into the open court for Rune. Big lob from Humbert, but it's just wide. It lands in the tram lines. It was a very desperate lob, and it was a really high lob. So we have our first match point. Humbert serving at 5-6 in the tiebreak. Let's see what happens.
Match point.
Will he do it? Will he do it? Manoris is in the house. Good morning, Covey. Good morning, Manoris. Nice to have you in the chat. Kathy agrees, saying, hi, Manoris, with some exclamation points. We're on match point. What's going to happen? Here we go. Humbert is serving, the lefty. Serve is into the net. So second serve. Will Rune take advantage? The tension is rising. This is crazy. This is crazy. Serve is good. Return on the backhand. Forehand, Humbert into the net. And there you have it. The Dane, the 19-year-old Dane with a huge roar to his box as he works his way to the net. And there you have it. He's through. Round of 16. Here we come, says Holger Rune. Unbelievable. Mike is stoked with a bunch of capital letters. Y-E-S-S-S-S-S-S! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Did you guys enjoy that? What a match, huh? It got really tense at the end. No one broke. And it went to the craziest point of the tiebreak as well. So let me just see who did anyone win it. Where are we at here? So it's 7-5 Rune. Who got 7-5 Rune? Oh, Kathy, you win a free button. 7-5 Rune. That's what you called it. So there you go. Jean had 7-4 Humbert. Unfortunate. Rune 7-3. Ghost had 7-3 Rune. Unfortunate there. Reggie had 7-5 Humbert. Max 10-8 Rune, and Jane had 7-5 Humbert. So Kathy, please let me know which button you would like. You get a free button. What do you say? Oh, Peter says, Covey, see you in the corner. Yes, Peter, thanks for joining. I know you're here from the very beginning of the stream. Really appreciate that. And yes, definitely see you in Covey's corner in the morning for me. All right, we have our winner. Kathy says Kyrgios button. Okay, let me see real quick. Let me pull that up. Where is that button? Oh no, there's a chance that Ben might have taken the Kyrgios button out when he left the tournament. Come on, be here. No, I have bad news, Kathy. I think the Kyrgios button was removed by Ben, I believe, because Kyrgios got kicked out of the tournament. Is there anyone else you like? If not, I will specifically request Ben to put it back on, and I will play it for you the next time you're in a stream of mine. But yeah, let me know. Okay, Kathy says we can message Ben for tomorrow. You got it. I will ask Ben. I'll send him a message and say, hey, can you put in the Kyrgios button for me for Covey's corner? All right. So Jean says, thanks, Covey. Thank you. Sorry, not Jean. Jane says, thanks, Covey. You're very welcome, Jane. Thank you for coming and joining onto the chat. Kathy says, LOL, I'll take a rain check. So we got one. You got one on your tab. Max says, Rune has risen up fast, like dang. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see here. And I agree with this one here from Ghost says, I can't wait to see Rune and Alcaraz go at it. Yeah, that was especially, and also Sinner for me is in that category, but those two especially being like a week apart in age. Peter says, message to Kathy. Night, Kathy. Don't worry about Switzerland. Okay. Ghost says, thanks, Covey, in chat. Good fun. Kathy, good fun while it lasted. Gene says, thanks, Covey. Always mad respect, Gene. Always supporting in everything that we've been doing, and especially me as well. So thanks, Gene. And yeah, we'll see you hopefully Coach's Corner, Covey's Corner. Max says, thanks for the live stream, Covey. You're very, very welcome. Peter says, ciao, Peaches. Peaches, it was very nice to meet you. And Peaches says, thank you, Covey, for the stream. Take care, GTL fam. All right, y'all. So there, I think, is where I'm going to call it. Thank you all for joining me. That was a wonderful stream. Had a great time interacting with everybody. And I'm going to be watching some more tennis for the rest of the, for me, evening. For you, hopefully, wherever you are, you're enjoying tennis as well, being happy, being safe, having a good time. Also, we'll be back in the morning. Again, morning my time. So I'm going to say in about 15 hours, we'll have the Covey's Corner Day 6 roundup. So one more time from Australia via Vancouver. Thank you all for joining me on the stream, and we will see you very, very shortly. Covey is out from the GTL team.